Could AI help you build $5,000 a month in recurring income? What if you could build an income stream that didn't start back at zero every month? I'm not talking about quitting your job tomorrow. I'm not talking about some get-rich-quick program. And I'm definitely not telling you that ChatGPT is going to push a button and magically put $5,000 into your bank account. I'm talking about something much more interesting. What if AI could help you turn your skills, experience, knowledge, or current business opportunity into recurring monthly income? Maybe $500 a month, maybe $1,000, maybe $2,500, and perhaps, with the right offer, enough customers, and consistent effort, $5,000 a month. Would you be open to taking a look? Because today, on Income Opportunity Today, we're going to talk about why recurring income may be one of the most powerful income models and where AI fits into the picture. Welcome to Income Opportunity Today, where we explore different ideas, trends, tools, and opportunities that could help people create additional income. If you've been looking for ways to earn extra money alongside what you're already doing, you're in the right place. Maybe you're working full-time, maybe you're working part-time, maybe you're retired, maybe you're already involved in a business, or maybe you're simply looking for another income stream. Whatever your situation, here's the question. Would an additional $500 to $1,000 a month make a difference in your life? If the answer is yes, then today's conversation is worth having. The problem with trading time for money. Let me tell you about a man we'll call Michael. Michael wanted extra income, so he started doing freelance work after his regular job. At first, things looked great. One month, Michael made an extra $1,500. The next month, he made almost $2,000. He started thinking, this could really work. But then something happened. The following month, the projects disappeared. Michael had made money, but he hadn't actually built an income stream. Every month, he had to find another customer. Every project required more of his time. If Michael stopped working, the additional income stopped. Have you ever found yourself in that position? You're making extra money, but you're constantly starting over. That's why I believe there's an important difference between making money and building income. What if the income came back? Think about the companies you pay every month. Your cell phone company gets paid every month. Streaming companies get paid every month. Software companies get paid every month. Membership companies get paid every month. They've built their businesses around something called recurring revenue. Now imagine applying that concept on a smaller scale. Suppose you created something valuable for $50 a month. 10 customers would represent $500 in monthly revenue. 20 customers would represent $1,000. What if your product or service was worth $100 per month? 25 customers would represent $2,500. 50 customers would represent $5,000. Now let me ask you something. Does $5,000 sound different when you see the numbers behind it? It's no longer simply somebody on the internet promising you $5,000. It's a business equation. The challenge becomes finding something valuable enough that people are willing to pay for it and continue paying for it. This is where AI gets interesting. This is where tools such as ChatGPT have changed the conversation. AI doesn't create money by itself, but AI may help someone operate more efficiently. Think about everything involved in running a small business. Ideas, content, marketing, emails, research, customer communication, presentations, scripts, follow-up messages, product descriptions, training materials. Years ago, you might have needed several people helping you with those activities. Today, one person with the right AI tools can potentially accomplish much more. And that creates an interesting opportunity. What could you do if technology gave you back 5 or 10 hours every week? Could you serve more customers? Could you follow up with more prospects? Could you create more content? Could you build another income stream? That's the opportunity I believe people should be paying attention to. You may already have something to work with. Here's another story. Imagine Susan. Susan has worked in customer service for 25 years. She doesn't consider herself an entrepreneur. She doesn't think she has anything to sell. But Susan knows how to deal with difficult customers. She knows how to communicate professionally. She knows how to train new employees. She understands customer retention. Those are skills. Now imagine Susan combines her experience with AI. Suddenly, she can organize what she knows into content, training, resources, or a service much faster than she could before. The AI didn't give Susan 25 years of experience. Susan brought the experience. AI simply helped her organize and leverage it. So let me ask you, what do you know how to do? What have you learned from your career? What have you learned from running a business? What problems have you solved repeatedly? What do people already come to you for help with? You might already be sitting on the foundation of an income opportunity. Stop chasing the big number. This is where people sometimes make a mistake. They hear $5,000 a month, and that's all they can think about. But forget $5,000 for a moment. What about your first $100, then $500, then $1,000? Because the first goal isn't becoming rich. The first goal is proving that someone will actually pay for the value you're providing. Think about Michael again. Instead of chasing random projects, suppose Michael develops an ongoing service. His first customer pays $50 a month. Then another customer comes along. Then another. Michael isn't making $5,000 yet, but something important has changed. He's no longer starting completely from zero. He's beginning to build a base, and that base can potentially grow. The power of multiple income streams. There's another reason I like this conversation. I don't believe everybody needs to quit their job to become an entrepreneur. Why does it have to be one or the other? Why can't someone have a job and build additional income? Why can't a retired person have retirement income and business income? Why can't somebody have investment income and recurring income? For many people, the goal isn't replacing everything they're currently doing. The goal is adding another stream. Think about what an additional $500 a month represents. That's $6,000 a year before taxes and expenses. An additional $1,000 a month represents $12,000 a year. Could that help pay down debt? Could it build your emergency fund? Could it increase your investments? Could it help with rising living expenses? Could it give you more options? That's why additional income can be so powerful. Sometimes you don't need to replace your entire paycheck. You simply need to create more financial breathing room. Business opportunities are changing. The business opportunity world is changing rapidly. Years ago, starting a business could mean renting a building, buying inventory, hiring employees, purchasing equipment, and spending thousands of dollars before you made your first sale. The internet changed that. Social media changed it again. And now AI is changing it again. One person can potentially operate with tools that previous generations of entrepreneurs could only dream about. But technology doesn't eliminate the fundamentals. You still need people. You still need customers. You still need a valuable product, service, or opportunity. You still need consistency. And you still have to build trust. AI can make some things faster. It can't replace relationships. And in my opinion, that's something people sometimes forget. What should you look for in an income opportunity? When somebody approaches you with an opportunity, what gets your attention? Is it the amount of money they say you can make? Or do you look deeper? Is there a real product or service? Does it provide value? Is there recurring demand? Can the business generate repeat customers? Are there ongoing expenses? And most importantly, would you still see value in the product or service even if you weren't participating in the income opportunity? That's an important question, because sustainable income normally comes from sustainable value. AI doesn't change that. Bitcoin doesn't change that. Social media doesn't change that. Whatever technology is involved, ultimately there has to be something people actually value. The real $5,000 question. So could somebody eventually build $5,000 a month in recurring income? Possibly. But there's no guarantee. The better question is, what would have to happen for the numbers to work? If you're earning $10 per customer, you'd need a lot of customers. If you're earning $50 per customer, you'd need fewer. If you're earning $100 per customer, you'd need fewer still. And if you're building a team or participating in a referral-based business, the numbers may work differently. But don't simply look at the final income number. Look at the system underneath it. Where does the money come from? What value is being provided? What does it cost to participate? How many customers are required? How long might it realistically take? What happens if customers cancel? Those questions can separate a genuine business opportunity from an exciting sales presentation. The opportunity may be bigger than AI. AI is getting enormous attention right now, and I believe we're still early in understanding how it will change business. But here's something I want you to remember. AI itself may not be your opportunity. The opportunity may be what AI allows you to do. Maybe it allows you to communicate with more people. Maybe it allows you to create marketing faster. Maybe it allows you to run a small business more efficiently. Maybe it allows you to turn knowledge into products. Maybe it helps you follow up with prospects. Maybe it allows someone with limited technical experience to compete in areas that previously seemed out of reach. That's why I don't look at AI simply as a way to make money. I look at AI as leverage, and leverage becomes powerful when you combine it with the right opportunity. Let's go back to Michael. At the beginning of our story, Michael was constantly looking for his next project. He was making money, but every month he was starting over. Then his thinking changed. Instead of asking, "How can I make some extra money this month?" he started asking, "How can I build something that has the potential to continue paying me next month?" That's a completely different question. And whether you're exploring an online business, a subscription model, a referral business, digital products, a service business, or another legitimate opportunity, I believe that question is worth asking. You don't necessarily need another job. You may need another income stream. And you don't necessarily have to start with $5,000. Maybe your first target is $500, then $1,000. Then you decide where you want to go from there. The important thing is understanding the difference between chasing money and building a system capable of producing income. #call to action. Now I want to hear from you. If you could create an additional recurring income stream, what would your first goal be? $500 a month? $1,000? $2,500? Or $5,000? Put your number in the comments below. And here's another question. Are you currently open to looking at an income opportunity? If you are, simply type info in the comments. No pressure, just information. If you're interested in learning about different ways people are using technology, AI, online business, and recurring income models to explore additional income, make sure you subscribe to Income Opportunity today. Like this video and share it with somebody who's been saying, "I need another source of income," because the opportunity you're looking for may not be another job. It may be another way of thinking about how income is created. Thank you for watching Income Opportunity today. I'll see you in the next video. Disclaimer: this video is for educational and informational purposes only. It does not guarantee earnings or financial results. Business and income opportunities involve risk, costs, time, and effort, and results vary based on the individual, the opportunity, market demand, and other factors. Always research any business opportunity carefully before making a financial commitment.